Is there anything that we could talk about relative to challenges that you've seen based on part features or pre-processings? For instance, material thicknesses, does that come into play at all?
Yes, it surely does. So material thickness definitely plays a big factor. If it's a 4th lam compared to a 16th lam, that 4th lam is going to be very flimsy, which could pose a problem when coating. It could get stuck onto a roller. It can bend very easily if we're not handling with care. These seem to be a little bit more fragile. These are the type of adhesives I recommend our epoxies with. We get our better strength in them. Lambs that are 26 to 29 gauge, we do very well with all of our adhesives. They got a little more rigidity to them. They've got more backbone. Again, special features such as this. It also poses a problem sometimes with adhesive. Whether we get the tips of the fingers or not, again, we are always making sure that we get 100% coverage on special features, no matter what.
Is there a difference, or do you think there's a perceived difference between any of the epoxies on a stamp that you would use on a stamped lam or on a laser cut lamination?
No, they work well on everything. Yep. It doesn't matter if it's stamped, whether it's laser cut, it works well on everything.
What about squeeze out? I'm getting a lot of questions now about squeeze out. Is there something definitive? Can we tell a customer, I'm going to take this stack, for instance, and have 0 squeeze out in any of these slots where I'm going to put liners in? Because the concern is, if you're putting a slot liner in here, is it going to hang up? Am I going to get it through this? Number one. Number two, I believe I hear from most of you, is am I going to be able to pack this space with the same amount of wire that I would if I don't have that squeeze out? Is there a 0 squeeze out? Is there a percent? How could you put a number or value to that?
So there's never going to be an exact 0 amount of squeeze out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Glue adhesive is going to squeeze out when we compress the lamination. We do our very best through our torque calculations from our engineers, our vision, and our expertise and our experience dealing with laminations of such size to give the best product. We also typically clean the OD slots ID after a part is cooled down if there's any sort of squeeze out, to where we can try to get it to a 0, almost a nominal amount of squeeze out, if not maybe a thou at best.
Okay.
If there is absolutely 0 squeeze out, that means you're not getting the best bond. It means you're leaving air pockets in there. You're not getting that full coverage, because there could be a high spot in the coating that is not detected and it gets squeezed out. But if there is no squeeze out, then you are not getting that full force of bond strength. There should be at minimum a very, very tiny amount of squeeze out to know that you got a good bond.